outsells Volkswagen by a huge margin. Why? Maybe it's because when buyers actively consider both brands, they really do prefer Ford, or maybe Ford simply builds better cars. Yet in some other markets, like where I live, VW way outsells Ford. And Ford and Volkswagen owners around the world generally report about the same satisfaction levels. So the better car argument doesn't really hold up. The main explanation comes from the observation that in the US, far more car buyers simply remember to consider Ford than Volkswagen in the first place. It's not that people don't like Volkswagen or the cars they build, it's just that fewer people think of VW at all. So the fundamental prescription seems simple enough. Get more people to think of the brand. Get noticed. Get remembered. For advertising purposes, memory is everything, yet we still think we need our campaigns to present persuasive arguments or create powerful feelings about a brand in order to motivate buying intention. But as we've seen, in a world characterized by filtering out, by loyalty as a coping mechanism, by bread in the upper left-hand corner, sufficing to drive brand choice, how can we really expect powerful feelings to be generated by brand advertising? Please don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying emotions don't play a major role, and we know now how important emotions are in our decision-making. But many emotions are experienced at a subconscious level, meaning their influence comes and goes without our even being aware of it. You may know the famous story of the British construction worker who, on the workplace, suffered a horrible, horrible injury. A piece of rebar fell from the roof and hit him in the head and actually went through his skull. Didn't kill him. He was taken to the hospital, they got the bar out, and he made what appeared to be a full recovery. He could go back to work, he could do crossword puzzles, he could read the newspaper. If you went to a restaurant with him, you gave him a menu, and gave him a few minutes to decide what he wanted to eat, he couldn't do it. Couldn't make a decision because the part of his brain that had been injured was the part that controls the emotions. So even as mundane a decision as, am I going to have the chicken or the beef, was way beyond his ability to manage. So emotions play a hugely important part in our decision-making, and I don't want to suggest that we should be eliminating them. But what about the persuasion mechanism? That doesn't explain very much either, for the simple reason that many brands already are successful. They have nothing to say that the market doesn't already know or that a competitor couldn't also say.